Let's get you guys back with a brand new Sports Takes video. So we are doing can you make reads like Chris Paul? We've already done the LeBron. I would say I did pretty good on the LeBron one. So let's try the Chris Paul one. Chris Paul's one a little longer, so yeah.
Paul is undoubtedly one of the best point guards to ever play in the NBA.
I wouldn't say that.
He's had to
I really don't like Chris Paul. So
develop his skill level and his basketball IQ to an extremely high level to be able to dominate in
the only thing he can do is pass.
a game where he's barely 6 feet tall. In this video, I'm going to give you guys 7 different clips, and I'll pause in the middle of 6 feet tall. In this video, I'm going to give you guys 7 different clips, and I'll pause in the middle of each one right before there's a decision to be made. I'll let you guys predict what Chris Paul's going to do in the situations. Let me know in the comments how many you get right. Let's get into it.
Nice intro, dude. I like it.
Here we've got Chris Paul playing this high ball screen going towards the middle of the floor. What should he do?
Easy. Lob it to this kid. Wait, he's pretty small. Never mind. Well, yeah, still lob it to this kid. Because I don't think Embiid sees him. Because he's focused on Chris Paul and Steven Adams. So, yeah.
He continue to attack downhill to the left and try and score at the basket. Should he take this pull-up
that's so
near the
dumb if he does do that, and that's lucky. Mike Scott will come in and do that. It's either a floater or a lob.
Fill line, or should he throw this lob to the cutter on the baseline?
Lob. So this one, he's actually giving me answer choices, which is kind of different. So I should get all of these right. Or I'm gonna try to. Yep, lob. It's easy. Come on, bro.
This is part of what makes Chris Paul so hard to stop. When he comes off,
pretty simple. I mean, floater could honestly.
This is part of what makes Chris Paul so hard to stop.
Good movement off the ball from this guy. Ben Simmons, no one saw him.
When he comes off the screen, he sees that he has the attention of 3 defenders, specifically Ben Simmons, whose attention is completely on Paul and not on the guy in the corner. So Chris Paul takes another dribble towards the paint to make sure he
dribble into the paint.
Draws in Embiid and Simmons and throws up the easy lob to his cutting teammate.
Alright, 1 for 1. Let's go.
In this clip, Chris Paul's coming up the floor, getting ready for this drag screen to be set. Jamal Murray ices it and tries to force Chris Paul to stay sideline. What should he do in this situation? Should he use his ball screen to the middle like normal? Should he sell that middle drive and then use Nerlens Noel to twist his ball screen and attack towards the wing? Or should he draw Murray out and then attack him in an ISO situation?
Alright, so the answer choice
normal. Should he sell that middle drive? What should he do in this situation? Should he use his ball screen to the middle like normal? Should he sell that middle drive and then use Nerlens Noel to twist his ball screen?
I would say go left.
And attack towards the wing? Or should he draw Murray out and then attack him in an ISO situation?
Or does he? I think it's either go left or go right. I would say go left. Ooh, never mind.
Chris Paul and Noel do a great job on this play of using that ice coverage against Jamal Murray. By Jamal Murray jumping up and trying to prevent Chris Paul from using that screen going towards the middle, Noel is able to twist that ball screen, which is going to allow Chris Paul to come off towards the sideline. And because Jamal Murray's already jumped over the screen, it's going to put him in prime position to get caught by that screen, leaving Chris Paul with Jokic and drop coverage for an easy mid-range jump shot. In this clip, Chris Paul's coming to the floor again for this drag screen. The screener's defender jumps out the hard hedge. What's the read right here? Should he try and split the hedge? Should he try and bounce out and around the hedge? Or should he reject the screen and attack towards the sideline?
Or I would split the defense just because I'm like that, but I think he's going to go left. I think he's going to split the defense. Yeah.
This hedger jumps out way too early on this drag screen because the screen hasn't really even been set. So by the time the hedgeman is in position, the screener's still moving towards Chris Paul's man to set that screen up, meaning there's going to be a lot of room between the screener
Aaron Gordon shows early, screen has not yet.
And that hedge guy for Chris Paul to be able to split and get downhill. And typically when you get to the middle,
he's a big man, bro. So like, Fultz is a point guard, but he's getting screened. So it's pretty much a one-on-one situation right here. Aaron Gordon versus Chris Paul. Obviously, Chris Paul's faster at this point, and Aaron Gordon's a big man, so he's slower.
Defense like that, only good things are going to happen. This time, I'll let you decide with no options. How should Chris Paul play this ball screen?
Ooh, I would go right, because like this guy's already showing that he thinks Chris Paul's gonna go left. Nene has to do his job and turn over, just like the first one or second one. Yep. Go right. That's what I said. Let's go.
When Chris Paul sees how both his defender and the screener's defender are playing this ball screen, it becomes very easy for him to make the decision to reject the screen. First of all, his defender is a little bit early trying to get over that screen, and he's already lost momentum. So if Chris Paul continues to attack straight forward, his defender is going to have to start from a standstill. And on top of that, the screener's defender is playing drop coverage on the opposite side of the ball screen, so there's literally no defense on that right side. When he comes off that screen, he gets both his man and the hedger who come over to defend him, and a third defender comes as well, which leads to an easy pass to the rolling big. In this situation, Chris Paul comes off of the ball screen and goes into a dribble hold to hold his defender behind him.
Oh, I love that play, bro. Whoever started doing that was like so smart for that. I've seen D'Lo do it a couple times. I don't think he can been though. I would kick it to this guy.
To develop, what should he do here? Should he immediately pull up for the jump shot hoping to get fouled? Should he hit his teammate in the corner for 3? Or should he use a little bump off to shoot this elbow jump shot?
I think he's gonna go right here. And either kick it to him, either kick it to Luke, I think, Bamute, or pull up jumper right here. Yep, pull up jumper right there.
Now this is a bit more of a complex situation, and I'm going to bring in some numbers to back up why Chris Paul took the shot as well. Holding this defender coming off of a ball screen is a great thing to do when you're facing drop coverage. Typically, that drop defender has to recover back to that big man, so if you can hold your guy behind you, a lot of times it's going to clear an open lane for you to either get to the basket or have a wide open shot, which is the case that happens here. Chris Paul manages to hold Joe Ingles for a while, which allows Clint Capella to seal his man. That leaves the mid-range open. Chris Paul does have a teammate open in the corner, and that wouldn't be a bad...
I think that's Jonas Jerebko. If Jerebko hadn't went closer, then he would have kicked it.
Bad pass to make, but out of a ball screen since 2013, Chris Paul has shot the most amount of shots from the elbow area, and he also has the highest efficiency in that area in the entire NBA. So him getting a look from the elbow is the best shot the Rockets are going to get on this possession. Let's switch it up a little bit for this play. For this situation, I want you to think of both ways Donovan Mitchell could react after he gets past this screen here. Once you think of both of those options, I want you to think of what Chris Paul should do in each situation.
So I would, I meant to pause it. I think Mitchell's gonna they switch, and if they did switch, then that's really sad because then it's a mismatch. So Chris Paul should just ISO Gobert. Or did they take over? Yeah. Oh, they double team. I wasn't expecting a double team.
So here are the two options that Donovan Mitchell has after he goes under this ball screen. The first would be to stay with PJ Tucker to make sure that he doesn't get an open 3 and let Rudy Gobert stay one-on-one with Chris Paul with help to his left side. Or the other option is to recover back to Chris Paul and essentially bring a double team with him and Gobert, which would leave PJ Tucker open. So Chris Paul's two options.
Slow rotation by this guy. That's why PJ Tucker got the open
shot. These would obviously
Donovan Mitchell's smart for doing that because like Gobert on Chris Paul, easy for Chris Paul. He should have switched and then Gobert on Harden and then yeah.
Number one, if Rudy Gobert is guarding you, then you beat him, get by him, and either finish at the basket or you make a pass. Or like that happens in the clip, if Donovan Mitchell rotates over for a double team, then you hit PJ Tucker on the pop and he has a wide open 3. For this last one, let's look at some off-ball movement. Watch how the defender is playing it and predict the read that Chris Paul is going to make right here.
Oh, alright, I would fake go this way and then go under and pop 3. Yes, sir. That's what I said.
Chris Paul initially sets up his defender very, very well with this first pin down screen, which yes, it is a push off, it was a foul, but guys get away with that all the time in the NBA. He then comes up
that's good.
to this dribble handoff, which is going to turn into another pin down screen, and because his defender is scrambling to catch up after having to go under the first screen, he ends up having to go under this handoff / screen as well. So Chris Paul basically takes a dribble and uses the screen as a flare while his defender goes under. Chris Paul takes advantage of that and shoots the open 3.
Splash.
I hope you
guys for watching this video. If you guys enjoyed, please give it a like and subscribe. Both to 10 subscribers. Roll to 50 on the main channel. I did better on the Chris Paul one than the LeBron one, I think. If you guys want more videos like these, like I said, give it a like, comment, subscribe, and see you guys in the next one. Peace out.